makes my motor run and my legs too weak to stand. I go from sadness to acceleration like a robot at your command. My hands perspire and shake like a leaf. Up and down goes my temperature. I summon doctors to get some relief, but they tell me there is no cure. They tell me no way to control it. It's totally automatic whenever you're around. I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, 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 down. Look what you're doing to me. I'm utterly at your whim. All of my defenses down. Your camera looks through me with its X-ray vision, and all systems run aground. All I can manage to push from my lips is a stream of absurdities. Every word I intended to speak winds up locked in a circuitry. No way to control it. It's totally automatic whenever you're around. I'm walking blindfolded, completely
must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock dark parties and come correct. All cuts are on time and rhymes connect. Got the right to vote and we'll elect. And other rappers can't stand us, but give us respect. Like who for cool in the game?
Roll to the rock, rock to the roll. DMC stands for devastated mind control. You can't touch me with a 10-foot pole. And I even made the devil sell me his soul.
Now we crash through walls,
Come through floors,
bust through ceilings,
and knock down doors.
and when we're on the tape,
We're fresh out the box.
you can hear our sound.
4 blocks and blocks.
For every living person,
We're a verbal tree.
it's me and TMC.
Jay, where's the beat?
Now we're the baddest of the bad.
Coolest of the cool, I'm DMC, I rock and roll.
DJ run our rock and rule. It's not a trick or treat,
And it's not an April Fool.
it's all brand new, never
Ever
old
school.
You got the music
In your body,
and you can't
comprehend.
when your
Mind won't wiggle.
and your knees won't bend. Music ain't nothing but a people jam. It's DJ Run,
DMC,
rocking without a band.
Now I walked on ice, it never fell. I spent my time in a plush hotel. I stood on many stages, held many mics. Take airplane flights at huge heights.
So all you sucker MCs, you gotta say please.
Cause when he jumps high,
I'm pulling down reeds, got a song so strong. It's knocking down trees. Is it hard to believe it's wrong?
DMC. I am from around the way, and Ron goes to school every day. And Jay plays the records he has to play, and we get down with no delay. Hey, I rap a party with the words I speak.
just how to whisper, and I know just how to cry. I know just where to find the answers, and I know just how to lie. I know just how to fake it, and I know just how to scheme. I know just when to face the truth, and then I know just when to dream. And I know just where to touch you, and I know just what to prove. I know when to pull you closer, and I know when to let you loose. And I know the night is fading, and I know the time's gonna fly. And I'm never gonna tell you everything I gotta tell you, but I know I gotta give it a try. And I know the roads to riches, and I know the ways to fame. I know all the rules, and then I know how to break them, and I always know the name of the game. But I don't know how to leave you, and I'll never let you fall. And I don't know how you do it, making love out of nothing at all. 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 Every time I see you on the rays of the sun, I'm streaming through the waves in your hair. And every star in the sky is taking aim at your eyes like a spotlight. The beating of my heart is a drum, and it's lost, and it's looking for a rhythm like you. You can take the darkness from the pit of the night and turn into a beacon burning endlessly bright. I gotta follow it, 'cause everything I know, well, it's nothing till I give it to you. I can make the runner stumble, I can make the final block, and I can make every tackle at the sound of the whistle. I can make all the stadiums rock. I can make tonight forever, or I can make it disappear by the dawn. And I can make you every promise that has ever been made, and I can make all your demons be gone. But I'm never gonna make it without you. Do you really wanna see me crawl? And I'm never gonna make it like you do, making love out of nothing at all. 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 Out of nothing at all.
sound of my feet. Climbing up from the pain in my heart, 'cause it's you that I need. I can dream. Can't keep my mind off loving you, not even for a minute. Ooh, now, baby, I'm caught up in the magic I see in you. There's one thing to do. I can dream about you. If I can't hold you tonight, I can dream about you. You know how to hold me just right. I can dream about you. If I can't hold you tonight, I can dream about you. Oh, I can dream. I can dream. I can dream about you. Oh, I can dream about you. Oh, I can dream about you. Oh, you know how to hold me just right.
Clap your hands, everybody, if you got what it takes. Cause I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you to know that these are the breaks. Brakes on a bus, brakes on a car, brakes to make you a superstar, brakes to win and brakes to lose. But these here brakes will rock your shoes, and these are the breaks. Break it up, break it up, break it up. If your woman steps out with another man, and she runs off with him to Japan, and the IRS says they want to chat, and you can't explain why you claimed your cat, and Ma Bell sends you a whopping bill with 18 phone calls to Brazil, and you borrowed money from the mob, and yesterday you lost your job. Well, these are the breaks. Break it up, break it up, break it up. Throw your hands up in the sky and wave around from side to side. And if you deserve a break tonight, somebody say, all right. Say ho. You don't stop. I keep on. Somebody scream. Break down. Breaks on the stage, breaks on the screen, breaks to make your wallet lean. Breaks run cold and breaks run hot. Some folks got them and some have not. But these are the breaks. Break it up, break it up, break it up, break down. To the girl in brown, stop messing around.
Break it up, break it up,
To the guy in blue, what you gonna do?
break it up, break it up,
And to the girl in green, don't be so mean.
break it up, break it up,
And the guy in red, say what I said.
break it up, break it up.
Break down. break it up, break it up, break it up, break down. Yo.
Wait
There is so much at stake. Seems our freedom's up against the ropes. Does the crowd understand? Is it east versus west? Or man against man? Can any nation stand alone? In the burning heart, just about to burst, there's a quest for answers and unquenchable thirst. In the dark
believe, though the going gets rough, that you gotta hang tough to make it. History repeats itself, try and you succeed. Never doubt that you're the one, and you can have your dream. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. And nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Fight to the end, 'cause your life will depend on the strength that you have inside you. I gotta be proud, standing out in the crowd when the odds in the game defy you. Try your best to win them all, and one day time will tell. When you're the one left standing there, you reach the final bell. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Fight till you drop. You never stop. You can't give up until you reach the top. You're the best in town. Listen to that sound. A little bit of all you got to never bring you down. You're the best around. Nothing. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever bring you down. You're the best around. Nothing.
Come on!
My first kiss, he immediately just like stuck his whole tongue down my throat.
When I was a kid, I felt really isolated and alone.
I was part of the nerd herd.
I think I was shy when it came to guys.
I didn't know what sex was.
When I was a kid, I humped pillows.
I didn't know where to put the penis.
Dear Diary.
Dear Journal.
September 13th.
July 29th.
I've never been attracted to a man in the way that I'm attracted to countless women. Maybe that means something.
When I got my period, my mom threw some maxi pads at me and she was like, here you go. Figure it out.
Dear Diary, my body is flat, ugly, and unpubicized. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, God.
To me at that time, that was a deep, dark secret to hide.
Writing the diary, I think it did help in a lot of ways.
I had to learn to not give up, that I was someone that had a lot to give.
I'm sorry, I'm so nervous.
This is a secret journal, so get out before I bitch slap you.
Check. Welcome to Mortified. Hello. Yes. So this is the super sexy summer show, folks. Thank you. What's been happening? So we've been doing this show for 16 years. Crazy. And people come from other cities where Mortified exists, and they come up, and they've always said to me, they'd be like, the Bay Area really loves the dirty stuff. Like I'm just picking up on that. When we do the boner jokes, they laugh a little bit harder than other cities. So we thought, in the middle of the summer, it's hot, it's wet, it's sweaty. Let's give the crowd what they want. So this is a month we celebrate all things sexual, all things horny. Welcome to the Super Sexy Summer Show. Yes. It's a show so amazing, so sensual, so erotic, we couldn't do ads for it on Facebook. The first ones were shut down because we put the word sexy in it, and apparently Facebook gets very sensitive. So that's what this show is. For those that have never seen the show before, it's a weird form of storytelling, right? You see storytelling shows all the time, like The Moth. People tell lovely stories about their lives. What's different about this show is people are reading from their actual teenage diaries, poetry, songs, today attempts at drawings, all these things done before the age of 19 that they did not know they would share in front of a room of drunken strangers. So that is what happens. And of course today, all this stuff was not meant to be heard by you. So for this show, we've curated pieces that involve the hormones, sexuality, and the teenage brain. So what I'm trying to say tactfully is it's very dirty, it's very horny, and there's gonna be some bad words tonight, okay? I just want to give the disclaimer in case anyone's sensitive. I think you know what you signed up for. So that's great. I know. And also, before we start the show, I just want to thank you folks. In this post-COVID era, it is hard to leave your house. I get it. You need to put on pants and belts and socks and get in a car and park somewhere, and it's a pain in the ass. So thank you for supporting the arts, whatever this show is. So thank you for coming out. Please give it up for the 5 brave souls about to be mortified.
This thing on? Yeah, that's Mortified. All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Mark, and today I'm going to read you my journal from my journal, not my diary, my journal from, I kept a journal from 6th grade until, I guess from 10 years old till 26 years old, which is, I had a lot to say, but really not too much to say, because I was not the man who stands before you today when I was writing all this down. I was extremely skinny, super skinny, and due to my skinniness, I was picked on a lot from, jocks and bullies at the time. And so I found something that made me feel a little bit better about myself, and that was women. The thing was, I could get a girlfriend, but I had an undiagnosed case of ADHD at the time, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't keep a girlfriend for longer than a week. And it wasn't until, I went back and was reading my journal from Mortified that I said, oh yeah, that makes sense. My journal entries are sometimes 3 sentences. That's ADD for you right there. And you'll hear a lot of that today. All I wanted was to have this loving relationship, even as a 6th grader. But, I couldn't make it happen. And this is my journey. This is in 6th grade. Today, me, Jessica, Travis, Mark, Erica, and Stephanie went to the library. It was really cool because Erica asked Mark out, and I Frenched Jessica. And that's it. That's all I wrote that day. 2:27. I don't know. Well, fucking mad. My girlfriend Jessica just dumped me. What a crock. And she was the first girl that I ever kissed. Yesterday, I got humiliated in front of the gym. I had to do 25 perfect push-ups in front of everybody. What a crock. The past 2 days have been horrible. Well, I gotta go. Bye. 2:28. Today, I found out Jessica is gonna dump Mark H for Nate. Ha ha. I went out with Erica. I don't know why I'm attracted to Erica. I don't even think I am. I think I might be going out with her to make Jessica jealous. Or maybe I do like her. I don't know. But today, I just wanted to hug her, but she Frenched me instead. Her Frenches are terrible. I hope they improve. They are not like Jessica's French kiss at all. She was better at it, a lot better. Or maybe it was just the sparks I felt because I loved her. No, you won't be doing that soon. Today I wore a Walnut Creek, California 94526 t-shirt. Like 90210. Some people thought it was funny, but some people hated it. I miss Jessica very much. God, if you're listening, please bring her back to me if you exist and you're reading this. 3592. Hey, what's up? I'm pissed off. I'm listening to Metallica. I hate Sarah. I wish she wouldn't let people write stuff about me in her binder. Me and Erica broke up. We dumped each other, but she's telling everyone that she dumped me. I have to rest. Bye. So, simultaneously, I was keeping a journal entry for my school core English class. And so this is the same day, or within like 2 or 3 days, I wrote in my personal journal, and then I also wrote in my English core class. And you can hear the difference between how I would talk to adults and how I actually thought. 5/19/92. Today I'm really happy because I'm going camping with my friend. And I love camping and can't wait. I bought lots of candy and stuff. We're going to Memorial Park. I hope the school day goes by fast because I really want to camp. So this is the personal journal. Oh my gosh, so much stuff has happened since I last wrote. Let me fill you in. My friend Robin invited me to go camping, so I got to skip school on Friday. On the way up there, I kind of started like Marika, Robin's sister. She had a friend named Athena. She was nice too. So quickly, I will tell you what we did. We lit 4 boxes of matches and set a tree on fire. Chased cars and threw rocks at them, then stole the little metal caps off of every car in the park. Ran into some posses, met some stoners, made fun of the ranger to his face. Practiced a skit and did lip sync, because that's gangster. Blindfolded each other, burned pictures of our teachers, and just sat around the campfire talking. And to this day, I have no idea why we brought pictures of our teachers with us camping. But we did. And we burned them. Those are just some of the things we did. I think I do like Athena. When I got home, my mom gave me a good luck troll. And as soon as I got the troll, I bumped into you, journal. Man, I thought I had lost you or something. Now that's good luck. Bye. Geez, long time no write. Guess what? I'm going out with this nice, fine girl named Megan. Isn't that such a sexy and exotic name? I got braces. They're kind of weird. Tomorrow I have to get 8 teeth pulled out. I liked candy as a kid. Before that happens, I'm gonna French her again. She says I'm a good kisser. I'm in love again, and boy, does it feel good. 9/16/92. It's been a while since I've written. Sorry. I just finished a book called Go Ask Alice. It was a real girl's diary. She took drugs. I never have and never will try. Yeah. 10/16/92. I'm gonna be a psycho for Halloween. I got a Sega Genesis too. I saved up my own money. I'm still going out with Megan, but last weekend I went to Alexis's and Avi's house, and it was fun. We played Truth or Dare, and I Frenched this one girl, and then she gave me a cold sore. Totally, right? Nasty. Sorry. All right. I'm letting my... It is mortifying. It never stops being. I'm letting my hair grow long like my idol Tom Petty. His songs really know how to get girls hot. "10/27. My life sucks. Why does this have to happen to me? Megan dumped me. I love her so much. But by her letter, it sounds like she never wants to hear from me again. She didn't even put a return address on the envelope. I like Rachel, but I love Megan, and I don't think she loves me anymore. Sometimes I just want to kill myself. Then again, there's good stuff too. Like I just got the part as a sailor in the play South Pacific. I'm grounded for life. Today, the police called my parents about my prank calling, and my mom and dad had to take me down to the police station. It was awful. They played back all of the messages that me and Cyrus and Avi left on the machines. Some of them were funny, like us reading Curious George, but some of them were me yelling, "I'm gonna eat your pussy and cunt!" And my mom looked terrified. I feel so bad. I was just having fun. I'm the worst son in the world. My dad took away my Sega Genesis. What's up? Guess what? Today Sharon, my new sweetheart, had her bat mitzvah. She gave me 2 kisses on the lips. I was so happy. Well, she invited me to go back to her hotel room tomorrow, and you bet I'm going. Bye. That's very ADD there. Long time no see. So much stuff has happened since I last wrote. I felt up Sharon. 2 months later, she dumped me. I had my bar mitzvah and moved to Danville. It's a nice house, and there are some cool neighbors. They have a trampoline in their backyard. I hate the 8th graders that sit at my lunch table and pick on me. I got my Sega Genesis back. Peace out. 8/29/93. I have changed. At first, I thought I was the only one, but apparently not. Megan has changed. She left today. We almost kissed, but for some reason, I said no, and we didn't. Sharon came over today. Do I still like her? I don't know. She told me she changed too. I read the Firm. I read the Pelican Brief. Tonight we are going to the circus. I gotta go. ADD. 11/5/93. I'm sitting here on my bed listening to rap while my life is falling apart. My new school started off with a good start, but it's slowly gone downhill. Oh well. I'm the scarecrow in the drama class's Wizard of Oz. What has happened to me? I've joined karate because I have the nickname Muscles at our school because I'm skinny. I got it by some stupid sports jock named Nick. Now everyone's calling me Muscles. Well, I have to go. A girl named Melissa said she'd meet me at the dance tonight, but I'm not going. Sorry, Melissa. Long time no write. So many things have happened, like Rebecca. Okay, so this is, as I started getting older, this is in 8th grade now. I started getting a little bit more sexually promiscuous, and I didn't want my parents to find out, what I was doing, but I needed to tell somebody, so I wrote about it in my journal. But I didn't, just in case, I was a little paranoid, still am, that my mom would come and find what I was reading and snoop around. So I used acronyms because that was smart and she would have no fucking idea of what I was really up to. I didn't realize that using acronyms sometimes made it seem even worse than what it actually was. Like French kiss, F.K. Fuck, you knew that. And right here, I'm talking about Rebecca, and I SHT. You would think I shit on her. Stood for sucked her tits. Can you believe that? There's this girl named Natalie that I kind of like, but I'm going out with this girl from Camp Tawonga named Taylor. She's cool. I'm going into high school. I'm going to be a freshman. I just saw The Mask and Forrest Gump. 4:30:95. I got in my first, I don't know if you call it fight with Beth. All I can seem to do is talk and talk and talk and talk. She's so rad. I love how she listens. I've lost so many close people because I don't give them any space. I'm afraid that I'll lose them and that they'll fall in love with someone else. 1:22:95, freshman year. 10 o'clock p.m. Don't know what to do. Katie is my best friend, and now suddenly we're going out. I fingered her, and it was kind of sick. I like her and all, but I like this girl named Lindsay. But I can't dump Katie yet, though, because I haven't given our relationship enough time yet. I don't know if I like her or not, but I can't break up with her because of the friend thing. She offered to give me a BJ, but I turned her down because my parents were coming home. She's just too aggressive. The only thing on her mind is music and sex. I wish she'd just watch the news for once. Would not say that shit anymore. I just looked back at my old journal entries, and I'm feeling kind of sentimental. Things are so much different now than they were. I was going out with Jessica. I Frenched Jessica, and now I FB Katie. Finger bang. I used to live in Walnut Creek, and now I live in Danville. So much has changed. Journal, we've been through a lot together. It's kind of neat. Right now I'm listening to the Cranberries, Ace of Base, Jerky Boys, Nirvana, 9 Inch Nails, and Green Day. Shit, I wonder if anybody will ever read this stuff. Thank you very much.
Everyone, welcome. Thank you. Okay, let's do this. So, when I grew up, I was 8 years old. I said I wanted to grow up to be a doctor, and a singer, and a journalist, like all three, and. And tonight's kind of special because I just took my NCLEX today. Thank you. Yes, that's a nursing licensing exam, so I can officially say that I have grown up to be a nurse and a singer to my children. And a journalist, if your definition of journalist is one who writes in a journal, which I have been doing since I was 17. So I pretty much nailed it. At the time that I wrote this journal, when I was that girl, I was 17 years old when I started this journal, and I wasn't Cynthia back then. I was Cindy from San Diego. Yeah. And to give you guys a little bit of context of what was going on in my life back then, like I said, I was 17. And like our previous reader, Mark, I was full of raging hormones and crazy horny. Only unlike Mark, I had not acted on these feelings. yet, ever, at all. I had not even had my first kiss yet. And I was attending a private Episcopalian school in the wealthy suburb of La Jolla. Yes. And the reason I was able to attend said school is because my mom was, how do we say, that passionate Spanish teacher. Yes, so you all had her or some version of her. I see a knowing smile over there. Yeah, Senora Rojas, you know what I'm talking about. And she was infamously known for scaring the shit out of her students. In fact, one case, she broke her pointer stick on a kid's desk when he fell asleep in her class. I'll say no kids were harmed under Senora Rojas' tutelage, but nonetheless, nobody's touching her daughter with a 10-foot pole. So, yes. So, what's a crazy, horny girl to do with all these hormones and all this free time because she's not getting it on? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I would go to the public library across the street and sneak into one of those corners and read a bunch of trashy romance novels and scan them all for the sex scenes. So that was my porn. She did it too. It's okay. It's fine. We all do it. It's good. And I was involved in a lot of extracurricular activities, like the peer counseling committee. In fact, I was the president, if you must know. Thank you. And in one of those meetings, the leader of the peer counseling committee, our school pastor, Father Moniz, was asking for a volunteer to help welcome the newly admitted foreign exchange student, Nuno, who had just arrived from Portugal. And he wanted somebody to, welcome Nuno in. So, of course, being the volunteer that I am, I said yes. I am the president. And so I volunteered to welcome Nuno in. And just so happened that weekend, there was a party at someone's house, and I saw Nuno there. And having had 2 Bartles and James lemonade wine coolers, I was feeling up to the task of welcoming Nuno into the student body. And then I wrote about it that night, and that's what I'm about to read to you now. I sat down with him and told him that I'd like to get to know him better. He offered that we go on a walk. We only walked around to the next house, where he saw a tree in the front lawn and said, in his limited English, he said, "See that tree? Want to get to know that tree?" Oh, yeah. I said, sure, thinking we were seriously just going to talk. God, I still wanted him so bad. Anyways, we get behind the tree, and he leans up against the tree and pulls me close to him. Then he says, "Will you hug me?" And I say, sure, and hug him and hold him tight. Then he says, "Will you kiss me?" And I said, of course, and gave him a peck on the mouth. But I could tell he was expecting something else when my lips touched his open, yearning mouth. Then he said, "Will you give me a big kiss?" And I said, "I've never kissed a guy before." What, like as opposed to the mirror I'd been kissing for years? I don't know. And he said, "Don't worry," and took his hand to my chin, raised my face to his, and said, "Look at me." And I did. And it happened. All caps. We kissed. A real kiss. All caps. Oh, God, it felt so good. Then this whole time, he's holding me close to him, grabbing and massaging my butt. Oh, yes, all caps. Meanwhile, he's brushing my hair aside and starts to kiss and breathe heavily on my neck. By this time, he's groaning and pushing our pelvises together and kissing really well. Oh, yes, this felt so good, all caps. And he said, "You're a good kisser." Before I knew it, his hand was on my butt and the other was caressing my back under my shirt. and our bodies were pushing together and groaning and kissing. This whole time I could feel his dick getting harder and harder as his groans got deeper. It was almost like sex, only luckily no pants came off. Then he just sort of stopped. And we collected ourselves and went back to the party again. I kind of wish it had lasted longer. Story of my life, right? Am I right? I think we all know what happened when he stopped. So, needless to say, that moment with Nuno left me, shall we say, wanting more. But more of what I wasn't quite sure yet. So, summer before I left for college, I got to explore just what more might mean. August 10th, 1995. God, I don't even know where to begin since July 30th, 1995. The night of the 25th, Laura, Carrie, and I saw a movie called Two Girls in Love. It was weird because this one girl was heterosexual and then she meets this lesbo and turns homo. Okay, I'm not against it. Actually, I'm a little confused about the whole deal. But oh well. Where is this going? I don't even know. That night was and is probably the main reason I am writing in here. Later that night, Carrie and I went back to her place and got drunk on a bottle of wine. We had cigarettes, and at first we started pretend smoking, and then we smoked for real. You know what I'm talking about, it happens. We had a heart-to-heart. Carrie told me how much she loved me, I mean as a friend, of course, parentheses. And how she would miss, you know what's happening. And how she would miss me the most of all because we just clicked all the time. Then we hugged and made up a word for how we felt between being drunk from the wine and buzzed from the cigarettes. We decided we were dashed. Then we smoked some more, and then she asked me if I had ever taken a drag from someone's mouth, and I said, no. What? Wait, sorry, I lost myself, got so excited. Okay. Then we talked about the movie, and it was a mutual feeling that the two girls were just like us, only they were sexually frustrated and felt comfortable enough with each other to kiss each other. Then I talked about my friends Steve and Bobby and how they played the how close can you get game, and they ended up French kissing, but they're both totally heterosexual and have indeed had girlfriends for the past year and a half. Then we took this one drag and sat cross-legged with our knees touching each other and our heads leaning in on each other, and then by both efforts, I was like, really important that I said by both efforts, we slowly began kissing. Then we went at it. Oh God, we were so dashed we couldn't have known what we were doing. At the moment, it just seemed like we were messing around or experimenting and sharing a weird moment with a close friend. Then we both pulled away a little weirded out. She said that she was pretending I was Antonio Banderas. So I told her I was pretending she was Brad Pitt. We made a pact never to tell anybody in this whole world. And we'll stick by it. I know we will. All caps. Hashtag sorry, Carrie. I've read this like 50 times at this point. Anyways, now things are normal between us. We're gonna go see the movie Kids later, and hopefully we can smoke at the Steve Miller concert and get dashed again. So, the good news is I did grow up from this moment and, went on to explore all of my lovely bisexual identity and got to know a lot of people and get all the hormones out, yes. And in fact, reading this piece like 12 years ago, I was on a first date with this guy who was from Spain, so not much has changed. I still have a thing for accents. And we ended up getting married, and the only reason he's not here tonight is because he's taking care of our 2 little kids. So thanks so much, y'all. Have a good one.
I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning. I have an appetite for sex. Cause me so horny.
Hello, Mortified. Okay, there we go. Can they hear me? Okay. Hello, Mortified. My name is Matt. I grew up in a very Southern Baptist, West Texas home. Yeah. Growing up, I always wanted to have a journal and to write my feelings and my thoughts, but having a Southern Baptist mom, I knew I could never keep anything a secret, so that was that. And then my sophomore year of high school, my Bible study teacher sat our group down and said, we're all gonna write a journal to God every day for a semester. And that gave me a brilliant idea. I was going to write to God every day in this journal, and at the same time, I would have a real journal where I could write my real thoughts and feelings and and cuss. So I thought this was like the perfect ruse for my mom, and I would leave it out every night. So I'm going to read the same days from both journals, and I hope you can start to figure out which one is which. Oh, man. August 18th, 2004. Dear God, I'm writing you today because my Bible study leader said it's a great way to remember to be thankful for each day. So today I'm thankful for my mom, my dad, the Bible, and my cat Pringles. To whom it may concern. By the time you read this, I will be a sophomore at Seven Lakes High School. I'm 5'6" and single. My name is Matt. Hello. I'm hoping you are either reading this because you are future me or a writer looking to write a Rolling Stone article about me. If this is future Matt, what's up? By now, you've become the sex symbol of your generation. Congrats. My guess is you've either married Taylor Sass or someone equally hot by now. Also, I'm assuming you're a movie star. Stay humble. Don't do drugs. Matt. August 20th, 2004. Dear God, Psalm 23 states, the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He lead me in the path of righteousness. Today I'm thankful for my friends, the church, and Accutane. Bonjour, Matt. Huge news. Taylor Sass is in your 5th period French class. When she saw me in class, she smiled at me. Thank God for Accutane over the summer. I am a new man with a new face. A face ready to talk to Taylor Sass. September 10th. Dear God, can't talk long, grounded. I said a word in art class. I won't say it here, but you know the word. I'm really sorry and need your forgiveness. I love you and cannot keep straying from your righteousness. Today I'm thankful for Miss Marshall, my parents, and forgiveness. Dear Matt, today is utter crap. Miss Marshall heard a private conversation between Justin and I while we were making ceramic art. First off, Miss Marshall, mind your business. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Second, I didn't tell Justin his sculpture was shit like you told my mom. I told him it looked like shit. It fucking did. Finally, Miss Marshall, eat my shit. 2 weeks no TV, this is bullshit for this. September 28th, 2004. Dear God, I know you always tell me true love waits, but for how much longer? I know in Genesis chapter 29, it spoke that Jacob had to wait 7 years for Rachel, but those were much different times. Today I'm thankful for my future wife, true love, and my cat Pringles. Matt, life is eternal pain. Jeremy Lopez and Taylor Sass are officially official. Oh, cruel mistress of love, why do you toy with my heart again and again? Fuck you, Jeremy Lopez. I will have my revenge. September 29th. Oh God, why did I doubt your all-knowing ways? You knew Taylor was never right for me, and you waited for me to humbly come to you before you so you could show me someone like Caitlin. Matt, I'm fucking over Taylor. I am moving on to Caitlin hate. She has pretty eyes and also likes Weezer. Amanda told Kyle that Caitlin thinks I'm deep ever since she found out I play the drums and I'm in AP psychology. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking deep. October 8th, 2004. Dear God, I asked Caitlin to be my girlfriend, and she said yes. I can't wait for this relationship of ours to blossom. All three of us. Me, Caitlin, and you, our Lord. Today I'm thankful for Caitlin, duh, you, duh, and my cat Pringles. Sorry, I'm really nervous. Holy balls. I went to Caitlin's house tonight to watch a movie. We fucking made out and kissed and made out some more. I'm a classy playboy, so I didn't try to escalate, or I didn't try to quote anything, but Caitlin totally digs my vibe. I fucking love having a girlfriend. October 22nd. Dear God, I'm thankful you brought Caitlin into my life. She is the treasure to my heart I did not know I needed until now. Dear Matt, I touched a boob today. I am a man now. Also, her nipples are so much bigger than mine. Why? October 29th. Dear God, Halloween's here, but I really like girls that don't dress slutty. Impress me with your mind, not your bodies, ladies. Come on. Dear Matt, Carlos Mendoza's Halloween party was wild. His parents Didn't even care about us grinding in the living room. Also, Taylor was there. She came alone, you lonely bitch. Caitlin was so hot, though. She went as a nurse, I went as a Ghostbuster. We are the perfect couple. So this was my homecoming photo. I'd never had a girlfriend before, and this is heavy. You know when you grow up and you only take yearbook photos and you just pose by yourself? No one told me that you have to have a date in the photo. So Caitlin was like 3 feet off stage, and I banged out a photo for my mom for the yearbook. So there's mini magnets at my house from my prom because of that photo alone. With Caitlin Hayden nowhere to be found. This is the night after. November 1st, 2004. God, Caitlin is all I ever think about. Is this love? I hope so. I also went through, AP Psychology, I went through like this poem phase. Okay. Dear Caitlin, a poem. Caitlin, your eyes are so brown. Your face, not of a clown. Your lips, perfect to touch. But your heart is what I love so much. Your hair smells of flower shampoo. Your body, I so want to do. November 6th. Dear God, 1 Corinthians 13:13. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest is love. Matt. Holy shit, she touched my dick and I got to touch her everywhere. Life is amazing. November 12th, 2004. Dear God, 1 Peter 4:8. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. Dear Matt, I fucking love hand jobs. November 23rd, 2004. Dear God, I know lying is wrong and lust is wrong. How could I look at those things online and be able to show my face when my future wife walks down the aisle to marry me? Today I'm thankful for my parents, my family, and forgiveness. Dear Matt, they found out. This is the worst day ever. 2 weeks ago, I found an online site that gave me full access to their videos. All I needed was a credit card to verify I was 18. Flash forward to coming home today, and Mom asked me what those extra charges were on her credit card bill were. She proceeded to type in the website name since I told her, I don't know what that website is. Fuck my entire being. I will never trust any fucking porn site ever again. Especially milfhunter.com. November 23rd. Sweating. I know lying is wrong. Lust is wrong. Sorry, I am so nervous reading this. The porn, reading that. Thank you. The porn in that face kind of brings back memories that I don't want to think about. November 29th, 2004. God, it's been 17 days since I last hung out with Caitlin. I miss her so much. Show me your ways. Another poem for Caitlin. Caitlin, where did you go? Caitlin, how I miss you so. Caitlin, come back to me, back to our love, for I am a raven when I should be your dove. December 1st. Dear God, today was the final blow to Caitlin and I's love. But just like Job, I still praise you in the storms. Help me get the strength as I might falter in the sins of this temptress world. Dear Matt, well, Caitlin dumped you. She said she'd been wanting it for a while, but didn't know what to say. Didn't know what to say? How about, I know you loved me, but I'm just here to crush your fucking soul. I hate you so fucking much, Caitlin. The next day, December 2nd. Dear God, life lives on, love lives on. Today I'm thankful for my family, my friends, and my cat Pringles. Dear Matt, if you say Taylor sass really fast, it sounds like Taylor's ass. She was in her cheer outfit for pep rally today. Fuck yes. And fuck you, Caitlin. I'm gonna French kiss Taylor sass before I die. Mark my words. December 22nd, 2004. Dear God, hockey camp is fun, but everyone uses so much profane language. Why must everyone be so vulgar? I don't want to live my life like that. Fuck you, Matt. Holy shit, this hockey camp is so much fucking fun. Fuck yes, fuck you. So at the end of the semester, the God Journal project came to an end. So I stopped writing in both journals. To give you a little bit of a glimpse forward, I did get caught with porn 2 months later. Again, my parents took away my Accutane as punishment. Yeah. So I got better, but you know. But when I first came to Mortified, I saw this and went home and tried to find my diaries or my journals. And when I found them, I decided to come clean to my parents and said, hey, I've had 2 journals the whole time. And my mom didn't even like blink or hesitate. She just said, Matt, we knew the whole time. We just wanted to give you your space. So it turns out my parents were really cool the whole time about this ruse. But I have one last journal entry from my God journal. I think it rings true back then, and I think it still rings true today. December 31st, 2004. Hi, God. I survived the 3rd semester of high school. I have loved and lost, but I have also learned. Today I'm thankful for my mom and my dad, forgiveness, and my cat Pringles. Thank you.
And I meant every word I said when I said that I love you. I meant that I love you forever. And I'm gonna keep on loving you, 'cause it's the only thing I wanna do.
Hello.
Hi. My name is Tess, and I'm going to be reading from a journal that I actually kept online. It was totally private, password protected, because I knew that was safer. I kept it in high school when I was 16, and I grew up in Arizona, and in middle school, I really wanted to be popular. I was not, though. I was very tall, awkward, and nerdy. But then around the age of 15, my body finally developed, and boys started paying attention to me more, which I really liked. I was also a drama student, and like most drama students, I was very attracted to dramatic relationships. So in high school, I found all the drama I could ever want in the form of a boy named Paul. And this diary chronicles our on again, off again, very rocky relationship. So it starts about a year and a half in, and at this point, we had made out and fooled around, but never gone too far. December 17th. Okay, so I guess I'm going to use this as my new diary. I might not be able to update this every single day, but on weekends and stuff, I'll try to. Okay, so basically today, I went to hang out with Paul, and for some reason, I got really drunk. I remember Paul kissing me on the forehead, and then I remember we were making out, and then he fingered me and I gave him a hand job, but I barely remember that. I don't think it will ruin anything between us, but I really don't want him to expect anything from me again, because seriously, hand jobs are boring. I think I remember just kind of quitting in the middle of giving him one, because I was bored with it. Seriously, guys should just jerk themselves off. Why the hell do girls need to help them out with that? Anyway, that's about it. Can't wait for Christmas. December 27th. So I'm hanging out with Paul again today, and well, I kind of want some stuff to happen again. God, I'm so fucking perverted. Oh well, I don't care. It's hot. I like it. Who gives a shit? I was thinking about a conversation I had with Jessica, and she was saying that she thought being eaten out would be awkward because the whole time she would be thinking, geez, there's a tongue in my vagina. And then I was like, well, wouldn't that be the same with sex and fingering? So I was thinking about when Max fingered me, and it was just like that, awkward. I think I would have sex with Paul. Honestly, yeah, I'm pretty sure I would. Okay, well, I'm gonna go watch Little Miss Sunshine. December 28th. Yeah, so guess what? We didn't hang out. Fuck that. We haven't had any contact with each other for about a week now. How can I handle that? December 28th, later that day. I can't understand why Paul hasn't called. Fuck that, damn it, fuck, I don't know. I hate everything about relationships. I can't even fucking trust him. Quote, without trust, there is no love. Unquote, Moulin Rouge. Fuck, that's my problem. Oh, and I heard this rumor that FBI agents or someone reads like everything on the internet and whatever. So if that's true, I would just like to say hi to the poor person who has to read all my shit. You must think I'm crazy. I'm actually pretty normal, or I appear to be completely normal. And then I cover up everything else, everything you're reading right now. December 31st. Just got back from hanging out with Paul, and everything is good. I don't know why I freak out and don't trust our relationship. It's amazing. We can brush our teeth in front of each other. We can have a steamy freaking makeout session and then stop and talk about Harry Potter. Tonight, well, we were making out and I don't know, kind of gave each other oral sex. Yeah. It was both of our first times doing that, but anyway, he gave it to me and I don't know, it was more like fingering me, but with the occasional tongue. And I guess it felt good. I don't know. I think sex is gonna suck for me. Like I won't be able to get orgasms or something. Cause it felt good, but it wasn't like, oh my God, orgasm. Or I just have really sucky orgasms. After it, basically my hands had gone numb. I don't even know how that happened. But yeah, somehow it did. Then I gave it to Paul. And I really didn't for all that long because, I don't know, he kept saying like, you know, you really don't have to if you don't want to. And I was like, well, do you want me to? And he was like, well, yeah. But you don't have to or whatever. And then he kept fucking watching and it was awkward. So I just kind of quit. And then I don't know if he came or if I just have a shitload of saliva, but yeah. Something was on his stomach. I really have no idea. But yeah, then we went to brush our teeth. January 15th. So me and Paul are official. I finally told him that I loved him and all that jazz. But I think things will work out because we really do have a pretty good relationship. Because we've got the emotional side and physical parts of the relationship pretty good. Like we can basically talk about anything and we do sexual stuff. Like today, Paul realized he loves my boobs. January 18th. I fall apart too easily. Paul is going to coronation with a sophomore because I can't go and I told him he could, but I only said he could because I didn't fucking think he was going to be asked. Fuck. 1 second, I'm like, it would be amazing to spend the rest of our lives together. And then the next, I'm like, fuck you. Who the fuck is this sophomore anyway? And what the fuck is she thinking? She's probably a slut. I bet she is. I don't like her. January 29th. So me and Paul are good again. We spent all day sending each other dirty texts. He says this time he won't stop until I orgasm. Fuck, sounds good to me. It's supposed to feel amazing. February 4th. So I hung out with Paul last night. And things are definitely back to normal. We played strip/drinking poker, which resulted in both of us completely naked and wasted. I remember what happened and kind of some details though, so that's a good thing. I know we definitely had oral again. It was better this time, because yeah, he must have learned how to do it better. Because it felt good, but still no orgasm. I think mine felt good. I really have no idea. I remember towards the end, him starting to shake and his penis getting like really fucking hard. So maybe that means I gave him an orgasm? I don't know. He came like 3 times though, which I thought meant orgasm, but I guess not. Semen tastes disgusting, by the way. He always told me when to stop, so that's good, but I always got a little bit in my mouth, and yuck, seriously. And then when I came home, I think I may have had a conversation with Dad. February 26th. I don't know what's going on. Everything seems wrong. I don't think Paul likes me anymore. Caitlin McKenzie is above me on his MySpace top people. March 5th. So this senior guy, Brent, thinks I'm cute and funny and intimidating, or at least that's what Ellie told me. And he's really cute and funny and stuff, but I don't know. I like Paul. I think that would be fun. Partying with Brent would be lots of fun. But anyway, I can't lose sight of Paul. I really like Paul. I want Paul. March 14th. So I fell for it again. Paul used me. He was telling me this freshman/sophomore girl, Michelle, the same exact shit. Fuck, I can't believe I had sex with him. And most of all, I can't believe I want him back. I don't want to move on, and I don't know why. March 16th. So me and Paul talked. Basically, he said she kissed him. He never kissed her back. He did nothing wrong, which I guess technically he didn't. March 20th. So first things first, Paul talked to me again. We had a conversation about how we had sex, and he's pretty much a lying douchebag, but whatever. I'm sure someday we will rekindle our friendship or something dumb like that, and then we'll date again, and then he'll hurt me again. Actually, now that I say that, I'm not so sure that will happen. I'm over him. I don't want him. I don't need him. Thank you. April 4th. Today at school, I go to my first period, and there's a bunch of corn on my desk with a note that says, Tess, this is my corny way of asking, will you go to prom with me? Jonathan. Meaning Jonathan Varela. I answered by leaving him cheese on his sixth period desk with a note that said, this is my cheesy way of saying yes. Ha ha ha, yeah, whatever. I hope I'll have fun with him. He was asking for my number today and was being so embarrassed about it. It was funny, but yeah. And I think I fucking gave him the wrong phone number. Oh my God, Harry Potter comes out today. Woo! Thanks, guys.
'Cause I've been dying for you, girl, to make love to me. Girl, you make me feel real good. We can do it till we both wake up. Girl, you know I'm hooked on you.
So yeah, that is me in the middle there with my younger brother and my grandma in front of the trailer on our way to the square dancing convention in Salt Lake City. As if you couldn't guess by the picture. All right, I'm Jacob. I grew up in Oakland, and ever since I was young, I always knew I wanted love in my life. It started back in 4th grade when, out of the blue, I got a phone call from a girl in my class. She said, "This is Lisa. I love you and I miss you." Then she giggled and hung up. On Monday, I found out it was just a prank phone call from some girls at a slumber party, but by that time, I was already hooked. So even though it was just a prank, the idea of someone loving me changed my life. So I started keeping love lists in this journal that I had gotten in 2nd grade for a class assignment. But Lisa was at the top since she was the one who made the phone call. But every few months, I updated this list. Here's an example from 1989. So yeah, you see Lisa D up there with a lot of other lovely girls. I loved everything about Lisa, even the prank phone call, which she didn't make. As a sort of homage to her, I wrote my own book of prank phone calls. Here's the cover. Yeah, the best and the worst of prank phone calls. The first was called My Dad's Pregnant. That was the first one. Then we had Flaming Toilets, which is a classic PPC, prank phone call. And then the one that really expressed my feelings was one called Huge Hormones. It went like this. Hello? Heavy breathing poured out of the telephone. Who is this? I yelled. Don't you know? Asked a 12-year-old girl. It's your lover, Amy, and I just want to say that you are an animal in bed. Do me again, you sexy libido. Of course, the book ended with the prank phone call that started it all, with Lisa's prank phone call. Now, in 6th grade, Lisa was replaced by Emma. Now, to be fair, Lisa slapped me, and Emma was really pretty and never slapped me. So yeah, let's see that. Yeah, Emma, you see Lisa's slap moved her all the way to number 2. And in case that wasn't clear enough, I wrote these little side entries in my journal. Oh, yeah. By the way, I don't remember my grandma's birthday. I don't remember my favorite aunt's birthday, but every year I remember 2 birthdays. Jose Canseco's birthday is July 2nd, and Emma's birthday is July 14th, this coming Thursday, so buy your presents. Yeah. You know, there were other forces at play, though, by the time I was in 5th grade, or by the time I was 11. I had my first sexy dream, and it wasn't with Emma. Now, even though I was going through this little tug of war between love and lust, I wanted to prove that my intentions with Emma were true, so I wrote this entry. I don't like Emma for the sex. I don't want to fuck her. I love her for her kindness and her sweetness and her face and her hair. No sex, all love. Mm-hmm. I tell my wife that all the time. All right. But my huge hormones were winning. There was a girl in my class who was starting to get breasts, and it turned me on so much that I had to draw her. Hey. I was so turned on, I didn't have time to draw unimportant things like arms. By the way, I think a few years later, I revisited that and drew that little face that you see down there. That is her perfectly circular vagina, and I believe that is me going down on her. So. All right, sorry. All right, so then in middle school, everything changed. I was in 7th grade, and I was surrounded by women. So I wrote my first sex fantasy in this journal, and it had 2 names at the top of it, Zoe and Tova. I guess I wanted to prove that I was okay with either of them. Both of them would do, which girls love, I think. All right, here it goes. Age 12. To Zoe and Tova, I long to caress your beautiful body, squeeze your beautiful breast, and lick you all over. I want to put my arms around you and squeeze your beautiful butt. You have the butt that every woman would love to have. It's round, plump, and just hanging out there waiting to be squeezed. Oh, you have the right curves in all the right places. I just want to put my lips to yours and just move my tongue all around you. Your breasts are perky and plump. I long to see, lick, suck, and put my face in them. The thing I really want to do with you is go skinny dipping with you and then dry you off with my body heat. Then go to the beach and first unbutton your shirt and then take off your shirt, then take off your bra, B-R-A-W, with my mouth. Then unbutton your pants and take off your underwear. Then I take everything off but my underwear. You take that off. I then take your hand and rub my dick with it. You then kneel down and give me a blowjob. I then lay your beautiful naked body in the sand and have sex with you for eternity. Oh, ooh, yeah, faster, in, out, ooh. I then lick and squeeze your butt and breast some more. Oh, I want to fuck you and feel you up. All right. Soon, my best friend Caleb became my partner in these sex fantasies. We wrote a sexy poem about 2 girls we liked. It goes like this. To Iris and Dana. Jacob loves Iris. Caleb loves Dana. We want you to peel our bananas. Peel to the left, peel to the right, peel our bananas, and oh, take a bite. Why don't you sharpen our pencil instead of putting it behind your ear? When we see you, our floppy disks, turn to hard disks. I hope you have a hard disk drive. When you guys walk by, our string beans turn to carrots. Poetry. All this time, I was still making the love lists with a revised edition every couple of months or so. Here's one from 1992. Did you make it? What? You made the list? Oh, Allison, yeah. Allison was cute. Now, after I wrote this, I realized I wanted to change the order a little bit, and I wanted to add a little addendum for the number 1 spot, so I made this little change. Yeah, I was, as you can see, I had a little thing for Chelsea Clinton. I put her in the number 1 position. I felt like they were being mean to her on Saturday Night Live, and she needed my support. So maybe if I was nice to her, she would invite me over to her house, that kind of stuff, and we would be boyfriend-girlfriend. Also, everyone remember Kim Zmeskal, Olympic silver medalist Kim Zmeskal? Fuck Shannon Miller. Kim Zmeskal's where it's at. I don't mean to get controversial there, but all right. Unfortunately, the president's daughter never became my girlfriend, and I ended up at the end of middle school totally in the friend zone. Finally, not just middle school and high school, as it turns out, but at the end of senior year, we fast forward all the way to the senior year, I decided I had nothing to lose. I had honed my writing skills and my fantasy skills, and I decided that I was going to find love by writing a super sexy story for my English sci-fi class. We all had to write a sci-fi short story, and I was going to write it. It was called The Rise and Fall of Herbie Flankman. So, if you know what I mean, at the bottom. Do you know what I mean? You will. The story's about a high school nerd who writes a computer program that makes him completely irresistible to women. On the surface, it was a satire, but I knew everyone in the class was going to get a copy, and all the girls would see what a sexy player I was. So they'd get turned on by my writing, and they would bound to come to me. Here's how it began. Everything became suddenly quiet as she walked through the double doors at the end of the hall. She knew where she was going and who she needed to see. Herbie Flankman. You know what I want, she whispered in his ear. Don't make me beg. As he felt her tongue part his lips and enter his mouth, Herbie pulled her close, feeling her heaving breasts crush against the calculator in his front shirt pocket. As Herbie's arousal grew, he leaned Amy against the locker. He lowered himself and pressed his mouth to her chest. Amy closed her eyes and leaned back her head, letting out a cry of passion. I should mention, I went to a Catholic school, and the teacher, who was my English teacher, was this young guy who was rumored, don't know if it's true, but he was rumored to sleep with the girls after they graduated. At this part in the story, he wrote in the margins, "Great start." All right. After this, there are several more pages of gratuitous sex fantasies leading up to the twist at the end that was going to show everyone that I was super ready for action and also really clever. So the doorbell rang out, and Herbie jumped up to answer it. There she was, Renee Harrison. She wore a skin-tight red miniskirt and high heels. She walked over to the bed and motioned to Herbie to follow. As their tongues chased and played, Herbie reached up and slowly caressed her large breasts, which hung before him like the fruits of God on a tree. Herbie could feel her rotating her hips, moving her pelvis all around his manhood, breaking every barrier of imaginable pleasure. Then Herbie felt something else. He opened his eyes and noticed there were even more women in the room. Dozens of them. They were all naked and coming over to the bed, surrounding him. He could feel their breasts all over his body. The pressure was becoming unbearable. He felt the bone in his legs start to break. Herbie opened his mouth to scream just as Renee bent over him. Her breast entered his mouth and started going deeper and deeper down his throat. "Oh, yes," moaned Renee. "Oh, I like that." Herbie could feel his lungs running out of air. He felt his ribs start to crack and cave in, puncturing his internal organs. He tried to scream, but the breasts only muffled the sound. He started turning blue and began to twitch. And it was in this way that Herbie Flinkman was crushed to death by 272 pairs of breasts. So, I mean, the good news is my teacher loved it. He said, "You certainly have a creative, obsessive idea here. You touch on every young heterosexual male fantasy nicely. I like it." Unfortunately, the girls in my class didn't seem to care one way or the other, and I ended up the year without a single breast in my mouth, let alone 272. But that summer, everything changed. And when the time came for me to become a man, on that picnic blanket, on the grass in center field of the Little League Diamond by the Caldecott Tunnel, after all those fantasies, after all those writings, I was ready. And let me tell you, it was the best 45 seconds of my life. Thank you very much.
You are an obsession. You're my obsession. Who do you want me to be to make you sleep with me? You are an obsession. You're my obsession. Who do you want me to be to make you sleep with me? You are an obsession. You're my obsession. Who do you want me to be to make you sleep with me?
All right, so at the end of every Mortified, we like to go over all the valuable lessons that we have learned. What have we learned today? We've learned that sometimes women should just forget about sex and watch the news for once. We discovered what it's like being dashed. We learn to be thankful for God, family, and Pringles the cat. We discovered that hand jobs are super boring. And finally, we learned it is possible to die by asphyxiation of 272 breasts. But what we learned as we do it every Mortified is that we are freaks, and we are fragile, and we survive. Let's give it up for all the performers who shared themselves today. Few quick messages we want to shout out. If you want to hear more Mortified, you want to hear more boner stories, we have a podcast. It is called the Mortified Podcast. You can listen to breast asphyxiation on the way to work. So anywhere you can find podcasts, you can find the Mortified Podcast. We are taking August off, but we are doing our show, Back to School show, September 9th here, September 10th in Oakland. We're doing this same show in Oakland tomorrow night. So please tell people, word of mouth is how this gets around. And go to getmortified.com on info for all shows. And also, if you've got your own strange diaries, poetry, letters, screenplays, there is a place for your freak flag to fly here at Mortified. So go to getmortified.com for info also on how to share your strange past with the universe. It is very cathartic. I highly recommend it. Beyond that, thanks to RA for working the decks. And thank you to DNA Lounge for having us. And go out and have a fantastic evening. Thank you for supporting the show. Take care.
Girls, rock your boys. We'll get wild. Better love, carved out of caring, fashioned by fate, suffer so hard from the games played once too often. But making mistakes is a part of life's imperfections. Born after years, is it so wrong to be human after all?
Look what you're doing to me. I'm utterly at your whim. All of my defenses down. Your camera looks through me with its X-ray vision, and all systems run aground. All I can manage to push from my lips is a stream of absurdity. Every word I intended to speak winds up locked in a circuitry. No way to control it, it's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, 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 down. What is this madness that makes my motor run and my legs too weak to stand? I go from sadness to acceleration like a robot at your command. My hands perspire and shake like a leaf. Up and down goes my temperature. I summon doctors to get some relief, but they tell me there is no cure. They tell me no way to control it, it's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, 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 down. Look what you're doing to me. I'm utterly at your whim. All of my defenses down. Your camera looks through me with its X-ray vision, and all systems run aground. All I can manage to push from my lips is a stream of absurdity. Every word I intended to speak winds up